Thank you for visiting our channel. Please like, share, and subscribe for more exciting food videos. Ever tried a pizza so thin and crispy it almost shatters? That's Roman-style pizza in a nutshell. Unlike its Neapolitan cousin with a thick, chewy crust, Rome's version is all about a cracker-thin base, baked in large rectangular trays, and topped with just a few high-quality ingredients. It's simple, unfussy, and surprisingly addictive. This style isn't just about the crust, though. Roman pizza comes with its own rules, from the type of flour used, often a mix of OO and whole wheat, to the way it's baked at a lower temperature for a longer time. The result? A lighter, crispier bite that lets the toppings shine. Whether you're grabbing a quick slice at a bakery or sitting down for a full tray, it's a taste of Rome's unpretentious food culture. The origins and history of Roman-style pizza. Roman-style pizza didn't just appear overnight. Its thin, crisp crust and minimalist toppings trace back centuries, shaped by ancient traditions and modern practicality. Let's dig into how this iconic dish evolved from simple flatbreads to the pizza we know today. Ancient Roman flatbreads and early influences. Long before tomatoes made it to Italy, Romans were already baking something close to pizza. Flatbreads like paella, topped with olive oil, herbs, and honey, and panis focaccius, a rustic ancestor of focaccia, were street food staples. These weren't pizzas exactly, but they shared the same DNA. A humble base with whatever toppings were on hand. Key differences from today's version? No tomatoes, they arrived from the Americas in the 16th century, and no cheese as we know it. Instead, Romans used ingredients like garlic and olive oil. A classic combo still found on modern pizza bianca. Herbs and salt. Simple but flavorful, much like today's Roman-style toppings. Honey or fruit. Sweet versions were common, showing how versatile these early flatbreads could be. These breads were baked in wood-fired ovens. A tradition that carried into modern Roman pizza making. The 20th century and the birth of modern Roman pizza. Fast forward to early 1900s Rome, where bakeries started selling pizza by the slice. Workers needed something cheap, filling, and easy to eat on the go, so bakers perfected a thinner, crispier crust baked in large rectangular trays. This wasn't just about taste. It was practicality. A thin crust cooked faster, wasted less dough, and could be cut into portable squares. Two key innovations shaped Roman pizza as we know it. The switch to electric and gas ovens. Unlike Neapolitan pizza's quick wood-fired bake, Roman pizza needed longer cooking at lower heat. Modern ovens made this consistency possible. The rise of neighborhood bakeries. Places like Roscioli and Antico Forno Roscioli became legends, turning pizza into a daily ritual for locals. By the 1950s, Roman-style pizza had cemented its place in the city's food culture. Light, crispy, and designed for everyday eating. No frills, just good ingredients and perfect technique. Key characteristics of Roman-style pizza. Roman-style pizza stands out immediately. It's thin, crisp, and designed for easy eating. But what exactly makes it unique? From the dough to the baking style, every step follows a method refined over decades. Here's what sets it apart. The thin and crispy crust. The crust is the star of Roman pizza. Unlike the fluffy Neapolitan version, this one is cracker thin, with a satisfying crunch. Bakers use a specific dough recipe. High hydration, 80–90%. More water keeps the dough light and prevents it from rising too much. Long fermentation, 48–72 hours. This develops flavor and makes the dough easier to stretch thin. Double baking, for pizza al taglio. Some shops par-bake the crust before adding toppings, ensuring extra crispiness. The dough is pressed into trays, not tossed by hand, to keep it uniform and thin. When done right, it shatters slightly when you bite into it. No flop, no chew, just crunch. Rectangular shape and baking method. Roman pizza doesn't come in rounds. Instead, it's baked in large rectangular trays, often as big as a sheet pan. There's a reason for this. Efficiency. Big trays mean more slices per bake, perfect for busy bakeries. Even cooking. A thin layer ensures the heat reaches every part of the dough evenly. Portability. Rectangles are easier to cut into squares for grab-and-go slices. Traditionally, Roman pizza bakes at a lower temperature, around 250 degrees Celsius, 480 degrees Fahrenheit, for 15-20 minutes, far longer than Neapolitan pizza's 90-second bake. The slow heat dries out the crust, giving it that signature crispiness without burning. Toppings and flavor profiles. Less is more when it comes to Roman-style pizza toppings. The focus is on quality, not quantity, with just a few ingredients layered over the crispy base. Classic choices include fresh mozzarella or pecorino romano. Local cheeses add richness without overpowering. San Marzano tomatoes. Bright and slightly sweet, these balance the salty crust. Extra virgin olive oil. Drizzled on top for a fruity, peppery finish. Some of the most popular variants? Pizza bianca, just olive oil and salt, and pizza rossa, tomato sauce with a hint of garlic. No heavy sauces, no thick layers of cheese. Just clean, simple flavors that let the crust shine. Roman-style pizza versus Neapolitan pizza. While Roman-style pizza is all about thin, crispy perfection, Neapolitan pizza leans toward a softer, chewier experience. Both have deep roots in Italy, but their methods and results couldn't be more different. Whether you prefer crunch or chew comes down to dough, baking, and regional tradition. Dough and preparation differences. The dough tells the story. Roman pizza uses a high hydration mix, 80–90% water to flour, that ferments for up to 72 hours. This creates a loose, stretchy dough that bakes into a cracker-thin base. Neapolitan dough, on the other hand, has lower hydration, around 60%, and a shorter rise, often just 8–24 hours. The result? A thicker, airier crust with those signature charred bubbles. Handling matters too. Roman pizza dough is pressed into rectangular trays, not tossed, to keep it thin. Neapolitan dough is stretched by hand into small rounds, leaving room for the edges to puff up. Baking is another key difference. Roman pizza cooks at 250 degrees Celsius, 480 degrees Fahrenheit, for 15–20 minutes, drying out the crust for crispness. Neapolitan pizza blasts at 485 degrees Celsius, 900 degrees Fahrenheit, for just 90 seconds, creating a soft interior with a smoky char. Now that you know what Roman pizza is all about, stay tuned for part 2 where we'll show you how it's made and served in Rome. Thank you for watching. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe.